because a lot of caregivers don't know how much they need help. They think, well, if we could just get this person under control, then everything will be okay. And it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. If you are dealing with a disability, it is a family issue. If you're dealing with chronic pain, it is a family issue. If you're dealing with opioids and chronic pain, it's a family issue. If you're dealing with mental health, it's a family issue. No matter how you slice this thing, if you have an impaired individual, every relationship in that individual's orbit is going to be affected, negatively affected by this. And it's so important to get help. But these caregivers don't understand that they need help for themselves as an individual, and that's what I'm on a mission to do. And you know why they don't? It's because of what we talk about all the time on the show, the fog of caregivers. Fear, obligation, and guilt. I want you to remember those three words, fear, obligation, and guilt. That's the fog of caregivers. Every caregiver will deal with this. And obviously, if you're calling the police 39 times, somebody is afraid. They're living in some level of fear. And what happens when you're in a fog? You get lost. You get off track. You don't know where you're going. And I'm telling you, there are so many caregivers right now who are standing on the edge of a cliff. They don't even know it, and their foot is stretched out over empty air, and they don't know it. Now, we can talk about guns all day long. We can talk about this, and Congress needs to do this, and every president needs to do this. Everybody's screaming, and we got to pass a law. Well, as far as I'm aware, John, there's already a law against murder.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
It has been there on the books for some time.
I think it was engraved in stone tablets at one point.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And so even if they do pass a law, and even if there's a plan to go out and take every single gun out of Americans' home, which, you know, even if that happens, go down, however far you want to go down that road, it doesn't do anything today. And today, there are people right now dealing with impaired individuals who are truly a danger to themselves and others. And there's a caregiver, somebody who is not trained, not educated in all the science that's going on, trying their best to stand between that person and worse things. And does anybody ask about the caregiver?